As you consolidate and you end up with a multitude of different brands, the key is how do you keep each brand relevant to their target customer. I've seen and observed in the industry over time that with these large multi-brand organizations, they start to get some blurring of the lines between one brand and another. What we've done is basically established a platform or a framework for trying to protect those brand integrities. So number one, for each of our brands, we have a separate brand team that only focuses on that brand, and even the corporate resources we use to support that only work with the brand. And so we try to avoid any kind of brand creep across from one brand to another. The second is operationally. In some cases, you can have, in some organizations, someone looking after an economy brand or hotel in a region and luxury. Well, we have established a team that only looks after the upper upscale and luxury hotels. And then the third thing, which is probably the most important, is talent and culture. We have a dedicated group that makes sure that the orientation, the hiring, the training programs that go in place for each brand are unique and different, because that, at the end of the day, is usually where you win or lose the battle when it comes to your brand. Fairmont brand actually began their first sustainability program in 1988 and actually wrote books, the Sustainable Handbook for the hotel industry, in terms of how to make your property more environmentally friendly. And so it's always been a core element of that brand. As a company, we have a program, Planet 21, which is where we reward and recognize hotels the further and further they go in terms of sustainability. So it's, again, almost like table stakes today as just being a good employer, because more and more the customer is wanting to make sure the values of the organization match their values. And sustainability is more than a trend, it's a very serious element of today's consumer. Trends come and go, design comes and goes. I think, when you're in the luxury tier, there's a certain basic level of style, design, and quality that you have to have into your product. We don't chase design in our luxury product that much because we're building them for the long term, and we're renovating them for the long term. There's three elements in the hotel business to your brand. There's product, there's programming, and there's people. The product tends to have a long life cycle when you build it, and you can't keep changing it. The programming side, or the things you do from a guest experience standpoint, those are things you can change constantly. So you can update linens, you can update some of the soft elements, you can update your food and beverage concepts easily. And then the people side is something that you've got to build in at the core of your brand if you really want to appeal and gain the support and loyalty of your luxury guest.